Can you cut that down? I'm gonna call Barbecue HD.
All right. Hello and welcome back to episode 25 of the Studio C podcast.
Oh, it's my turn, guys. All right. It's your boy Kid Vicious. What's up, everyone? Glad to be back. Ooh, a nice cold cup of water, Barbecue. I see you. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yep. All right, while we wait for Phil, I will be right back. I need to go get Phil.
Okay. So, guys, how's it been? I've been gone for so long, riding in the car with my favorite assistant, Miss Dean. Even though she says she's not my assistant because she doesn't get paid. Isn't that right, Miss Dean? I got a comment. Miss D, you can comment.
Right, so lots of news have broke this week in free agency.
I mean, bro, like the Steelers, great move. You got Russell Wilson, man.
I wouldn't call it a great move.
Russell freaking Wilson.
You say
I
Russell
mean, that
Wilson, I say washed up quarterback who lost 70 to 20 against the Dolphins.
I mean, hey, I guess Kenny Pickett some time to, develop some.
I mean, we don't know who's going to be for starter yet, so Kenny Pickett might be
Bro,
starting.
if you got Russell Wilson, if you got Russell Wilson, he's your starter. There's no question about that.
I don't know. I saw on Russell Wilson's Instagram that
I don't,
he's
I,
a Pittsburgh Steeler. Oh, number three. He just did number three. Never mind. Who knows?
I don't think I follow him on Instagram. I need to. I mean, yeah, he's had a rough couple seasons, but hey, maybe he might spark it up in with those Steelers.
Who knows? We don't know who's going to be first string. Who's going to be
No,
second
it's
string.
Russell Wilson. It's a Russell Wilson. It's not a
We don't
question.
know. We
Oh
don't know.
my God, Christian, Russell Wilson isn't a backup quarterback. He's not going to be the backup.
I mean, we'll find out in preseason.
Oh my
We'll
goodness,
find out
Christian.
after preseason.
Why are you being so difficult?
Should move my Got a crispy new camera.
Crispy new camera. Hey, it looks like you got a new setup there.
I do. Still working things out, still moving in, but I did have a welcome sign, Steelers welcome sign right there, but it fell off the wall, so I gotta hang that back up. Got my Kenny Pickett jersey up. I'm gonna have to probably switch that out with Juju here soon, but who else did we? So we signed a former Ravens safety.
All Ravens fans,
Deshaun
fans were,
Elliott.
yeah, Ravens fans were pretty pissed about that.
Let me go to Instagram and better organized.
I seen where like Ravens fans were burning jerseys and everything.
That
They were
was
pretty
that was a
pissed.
different. Hey Phil.
Yo, was good, was great. How you guys doing?
Good. Captain Kirk, what's up? Captain Kirk's in the building.
Kirky, yeah, that's my quarterback. That's
Then Kirk
quarterback.
signed that contract today.
Yeah. Was it today or yesterday? It was one or the other. But yeah.
Yesterday. KV, that Ravens player you were talking about, that was Patrick Queen.
Yeah, they were burning his jersey. Like, oh my god. Like, this is some LeBron stuff right here, my guy.
I'm gonna say this right now. We probably have one of the, if not the best defense in the league. We got TJ Watt, now Patrick Queen, Cam Hayward. We got Minka Fitzpatrick. I mean,
You got Russell Wilson. I mean, come on.
Who are they not stopping? Let's be honest.
First barbecue, I love the background.
Thank
It
you.
looks nice. Juice WRLD pole.
Yeah, I decided to bring that out of my room and put it down here. It was either my room or in here. I figured, why not in here? Got the Pickett jersey up.
I had to replace that, but
Yeah, I might have to replace that with Juju. I'm not getting a Russell Wilson jersey.
Why? Russell Wilson is the man, bro.
He's a washed up, terrible quarterback.
Have y'all talked about Russell Wilson?
A little bit.
I feel like he gets on track with those Steelers. That's what I feel like with Russell Wilson. I feel he gets back on track with the Steelers.
I'll believe it whenever I see it.
A great defense going out there, and yeah, he gets it together.
I believe when I see it.
I don't believe Russell Wilson is a bad quarterback. He's Russell, but he's pretty solid.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's washed. Right now, I mean, he's in all. He's not a terrible quarterback.
Definitely,
what he did
but
in Seattle, great.
Mm-hmm.
After Seattle, it was just plummet. He plummeted after Seattle.
Yeah, I also believe Russell gives you better quarterback play than Kenny Pickett, and I believe you guys. You mentioned with one of the best defenses in the league, improved quarterback play. You gotta figure out how to replace Deontay Johnson. That was a pretty big loss for y'all. But decent quarterback play with the offense you had last year, it should be better. I mean, I see you guys being mid, like 9-8, 10-7. but you guys are always gonna be good, scrappy team, good culture, and going in the wild card round and losing. I mean, and you know that. I mean, but that's really been the Steelers' season the last few years here. But honestly, I think this is great for y'all's future too, because I don't think you guys are giving up on Kenny. I think this is giving him really the time that he should have been had. He wasn't ready to start right away like he did. So now he can sit and develop for a year at least, maybe even 2 years, depending on how this season goes. And he can develop and actually turn into the best quarterback, the best version of himself for the future with you guys. So honestly, I mean, you get another year to not be bad. It's kind of almost like rebuilding or retooling without going through the struggle or the bad season. You guys are still going to be a pretty decent team. And I think this is good for you guys' future. And Russell Wilson, it should be solid.
How old is Russ?
What is he, 34, 35? I think, something like that.
I think this gives the Steelers a better playoff run than they did last year. I really do. I think this gives the Steelers a bit of a push adding Russell Wilson, adding some more tools on the defense because I felt like their defense just needed some more help. But like Phil said, I can see them like 10-7, but I can see them going deeper in the playoffs. I really do.
No.
It really
Yeah,
depends on who we get in the draft. We've been really, really lucky with some great wide receivers, especially their rookie year recently. Chase Claypool's rookie year was pretty good. Juju, who else? Deontay Johnson, which we just lost. I mean, we've had some pretty great wide receivers. So wide receiver problem, I'm not worried about. It's our quarterback situation. That's what I'm. But we also have uh, Arthur Smith. Like you guys said, he's probably going to turn the Steelers into a running team, which could be huge.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that the Steelers are going to stack up a lot better than what we all think. I just think they are.
Honestly, I think we're going to go undefeated this year.
Oh my gosh. You give him a compliment, he takes a stretch, Phil.
I mean, I think we go undefeated every year. I'm a fan. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a lifelong fan.
I mean, I definitely think 10-7 is probably where you guys go. 10-7. I don't see you guys winning a playoff game though, unless you get like a really good matchup, like I wouldn't even know, maybe like a Tennessee, and you guys could play them. Like that's a winnable game. But you guys against Cincinnati, Baltimore, Kansas City.
Baltimore is a good matchup. They beat Baltimore twice last year. That's a good matchup.
And Lamar Jackson didn't even play, and then the other game, Lamar Jackson had 5 drop touchdown pass.
I mean, a win's a win.
A win is a win.
We
That's
still
how you got.
technically beat them.
You did, but that was the scenario. Now with Lamar Jackson out, they'll just pound the ball with them.
But my thing is, y'all keep failing to realize they got Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, yes, he hasn't been Russell Wilson in the past couple of years, but this is Russell Wilson. So this literally just elevated to the Steelers to another level to where they can compete with the tougher teams in the league in the AFC. So I feel like the Steelers make it to the second round. No further than that.
I mean, we're already pretty high in our division. We're probably second in our division if I'd have to guess. I mean, we're definitely better than the Browns, 100%.
Oh, hold on. You're number 3 in your division. The Browns are number 2. The Browns are number 2. They are
100% better than the Browns.
They had a better season than you guys.
Okay, that doesn't matter. What matters is what is going to happen this coming season. Better than the
Okay.
Browns. I feel like realistically, the only team that's better than us right now is probably the Ravens. The Browns don't have to worry about them. The
Oh, okay.
Bengals didn't have to worry about them since 2017. Uh, and yeah, Ravens are really the only scary team.
You know, all honesty, though, I think you and the Browns are really the thing. When it comes, they have more talent than you guys, but as far as elite defense, good, they have kind of offensive weapons. The quarterback is the question mark. Joe Flacco pulled off a miracle for them. Is back to the shop. Sean Watson and Russell are the same level right now. Where it's like we've seen in the past what they can be, how great they can be, but they really are. So don't get because I think KV he's way more what's the word? He's way positive word right now. But much more positive about the Russell Wilson situation. Barbecue, you're real kind of negative about it. I'm kind of in the middle. I definitely don't think getting Seattle, but I definitely getting as bad as all Denver Russ. I think we're going to get somewhere in the middle, which is a decent. So I think with the Browns, you guys could be better than them, depending on their quarterback situation. Because Browns can get Deshaun Watson. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. Forget your division. But it's all just circumstances right now.
Yeah, let's talk about more of these trades. Before we get into Falcons and Packers trades. So I'm looking at any big ones.
Did y'all talk Saquon Barkley to the Eagles already?
No, we didn't. I
Okay.
think that was one of the first ones, wasn't it? One of the first
Um,
ones announced.
it was definitely one of the first big ones, but yeah, it might be one of the first ones.
But yeah, I mean Saquon Barkley to Browns or to Eagles. Did I get
Yeah,
that right?
yeah. I think this is a big move for Philadelphia. The last couple seasons they had decent running back play. I know a lot of people got on DeAndre Swift, their running back last year, but he rushed for 1,000 yards. I think at least he was pretty solid. Miles Sanders was a solid back for them during the time he was there. But this is the first time they've had an elite running back since LaShawn McCoy. So this really exciting. It adds a completely different dimension and something different to their team, and it makes the Eagles scary. So now they got new offensive coordinator. Um, they still got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside. Jalen Hurts at quarterback, and now adding a top 5 at running back in the mix. I mean that's very exciting. If you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I have a few Giants fans who are not very happy. Um,
Yeah,
but I mean, do you really blame him? We obviously don't know if they even offered him a contract, but if you're that good of a player on a team like the Giants,
right.
you kind of want to grow and go out to a better team and stuff like that.
Right.
I will say this: Saquon. We're talking about Saquon Barkley, right?
Yep.
Right.
I will say this: is it really a loss? He hasn't been playing regularly. He's always getting hurt. But he blew out his ankle. I mean, he hasn't been consistently playing. Is it really a loss? Yeah, it is for the Giants because they don't really have any weapons, but Is it really a gain? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it really a gain for the Eagles? Because if he can't stay healthy, then what was the point in getting him?
So to that point, I will say I definitely think it's a game. I mean, like I said, Saquon, I agree with you on that, and I'll even mention something, but he's still a top five back to me, and his talent is out of this world. Um, and him mixed in with that Eagles offense is going to be insane, in my opinion. Now, Saquon also, to me, has always kind of been a little overrated because to me, he's more big play or bust. He's like highlight or bust. But if he's not doing that, he's really not doing anything else with his carries. And that's kind of reminds that's what kind of scares me about my boy Bijan in Atlanta. He kind of reminds me of that same thing. He's either highlight play or bust. But this is the best offensive line he's ever played with in Philadelphia. That's definitely going to help him a lot. The best talent he's been around, and when you're in a new, when you're in a new environment, you're knowing that you're playing to win instead of playing, for who knows what, like you did in New York. I mean, that's going to uplift you, and that's going to help out a lot of things. Um, I know a lot of fans, especially Giants fans, aren't happy that he went to Philadelphia. They're saying you're dead to me, the loyalty and all that stuff. I hate that. I don't like that at all. And I hate that we always put the loyalty on players, but we don't ever put any loyalty when it comes to the ownerships not paying the players. Because if you pay them, they'll stay. But you're the ones not giving them what they're worth or what they feel they deserve. And when they move to another team as fans, you should understand that and not be upset.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you wanna blame him for going for signing a different
Yeah.
deal, don't
Yeah.
think
Especially my
uh
bad.
don't think Giants fans should either. I mean I understand being mad. It's like whenever I heard that Deontay we were trading for Deontay Johnson. Like, yeah, hurt, yeah, but I mean, can't really get mad. Obviously,
Right.
totally different situation. Steelers are 100 times better than Giants, but I mean,
Exactly. 'Cause what are the Giants? What were the Giants doing? Were they in a rebuild? What were they doing? They were just stagnant. What were they really doing? Now, but
Yeah.
choose the Steelers. Y'all are going somewhere. The Steelers are trying to build something. What are the Giants really trying to do?
I had to disagree with I think the Steelers have been avoiding a rebuild for a long time. I think we talked about this before. Really, after that 2017 window where they had AB, Juju, I think Martavis Bryant was still on that team, Le'Veon, Ryan Shazier, like that whole team. Once that team didn't work out, they really should have started rebuilding then. Because then by now they would have been good. To me, the Steelers have been avoiding a rebuild, and because of that, they've been just remaining in mediocrity. I mean, let's just be real. You're 9-8, 10-7, wild card exit. Let's do it again next year. And it's good that you always have a team to support, but when you're in no direction, you're kind of stagnant. That's even really what the Russell Wilson thing is. It's like we have a decent team. Let's sign this quarterback who could be good, and let's see where we could go. Where it's just embrace the rebuild.
They've already rebuilt. The defense is what they needed to rebuild. They've already rebuilt. They've already done that. What else do they need to do? They've already done that. The the offense isn't bad. They've already done the rebuild they needed to do. They get put some more weapons on defense, maybe get a receiver or two, but the rebuild is done. Now it's time for results.
I don't really think they have a contending team though. They have a good defense, but when you look at them offensively, that like the defense is good. They have a lot of nice pieces. They also have a few pieces on that defense are kind of older players about to be out the door. It's really offensively for me with them. I mean, George Pickens is their only real receiver. I mean, they got a nice little running back duo. I mean, but that's really it. I mean, you got no quarterback direction really, two decent running backs and one receiver. I mean, but yeah, we already talked about the Steelers. I didn't mean to make it a big thing,
Let's talk about Captain Kirk.
but
Captain Kirk.
why not? Let's talk about it.
I honestly think you're gonna get the Kirk Cousins. I feel like you might get is the Kirk Cousins from the Commanders. That Kirk Cousins. I honestly feel like he's in a breath of fresh air, and that's the Kirk Cousins you guys might get.
Yeah, I literally thought about that. I'll wait for barbecue to get back about that. But I will talk about, I guess. Oh well, he's coming back. All right. So yeah, all right. So the Kirk Cousins news. Um, Let me start by say I'm probably not going to give the rant or whatever you guys are thinking. I've had a few days to sit on it, and I'm the most unbiased analyst in the world, and I keep it real. I keep it a buck. Um, did I want Kirk Cousins? Hell no. Did I want Justin Fields? Hell yes. I owe KV his $20. Very unfortunately. Um, I wanted Justin Fields because he's from Atlanta. He's a young dude, exciting to watch, and just bring energy to us. Bring energy to the team. I think his ceiling is through the roof. I think he'll be a great quarterback, and he would have been our future. Kirk Cousins, first of all, Kirk Cousins is an amazing guy. He's one of the better human beings in the world. It's nothing I would say bad about him off the field. Kirk Cousins, right here, right now, is better than Justin Fields. He gives us a better chance to win right now than Justin Fields would have. With that being said, Kirk Cousins, he's just a good quarterback. He's in that Matt Ryan, which this is Matt Ryan this Matt Ryan all over again is what this is. But he's in that Matt Ryan, Philip Rivers, Dak Prescott, Tony Romo. He's in that type of tier where he's good. He'll get you through the regular season, get you a good record. But he's never gonna win the big games, and he'll leave you disappointed when you need him the most. Um, he's also older. He's coming off an Achilles injury, and I don't really know what version of Kirk Cousins we're gonna get. KV was just saying, which I agree with. I don't think we're gonna get Minnesota Kirk Cousins, which was the best version of him. I think we're gonna get the Washington Commanders Captain Kirk, which is a solid average quarterback. And but honestly, with the team that we have, with the offensive weapons we have, a solid average quarterback is all we need. And that's the problem because it seems like the Falcons are trying to win now. It seems like we're trying to win the Super Bowl now, which that puts Kirk Cousins under a lot of pressure. Where to me, if we would have went with Justin Fields, there's no pressure to win now. But he could have developed with the other young players, and we could have had something going 2-3 years from now. Now we're legit Super Bowl contenders. Where now we have Kirk Cousins, but now the rest of our team, we're really good, but we're not quite there yet. But I do think this is a big move. That's my quarterback. I'll support him. Uh, Playoffs, here we come. I mean, Falcons are legit now. We're getting talked about on national media without the Super Bowl being mentioned for once. We're legit. Rise up, Falcons fans. It's been a long 8 years, but playoffs is on the way with Kirk Cousins. We're back. But that's my thoughts on it, though.
I feel like personally, I would have went with Justin Fields. You
I,
guys, you guys have a young team. and you need someone who will stay around longer with that team. Just
Yes.
Kirk, let's be honest, he has a good 2-3 years tops.
Yes.
I highly doubt he'll get through his contract.
I think this. I think if you went Justin Fields, that made the Falcons too youthful, too young, too getting over their hurdles, too working out the kinks. With Kirk Cousins, really, there's no kinks to really work out. He's been in the league for a while now. I think he gives you. I think he gives you guys his full contract. Another contract, I don't think so, but I think he gives y'all his full contract. He got a signing bonus, so he better give you guys his the full contract. A lot less kinks to work out as far as like the only kink is probably learning the playbook, learning the system. That won't take long for a veteran quarterback. But it's a lot more. It's a lot more leeway for not having a young trying to build. If you got Justin Fields, you're gonna have to continue to build with him. With Captain Kirk, yeah, you still got a long road ahead of you, but you have an established quarterback. Justin Fields isn't. Let's be honest, he's a good quarterback, great young quarterback, but he's not established in the NFL. Kirk Cousins, unfortunately, is more established in the NFL than Justin Fields. So I think the Falcons made the right choice in going with Kirk Cousins over Justin Fields.
You can go ahead, barbecue, because you was cooking up something. I love what you were saying. Yeah, I agree. I agree with some of what you said, KB. I'll respond to that. You can go ahead, barbecue.
But yeah, I mean, Justin Fields, he will grow with the team. He won't like he won't be he won't retire as soon as you guys are starting to get going. Kirk Cousins, I mean, yeah, you might have a chance at Super Bowl, but let's be honest. Playoffs, Falcons are relatively new to playoffs. Let's
Hey,
let's
on one playoff game. I'm sorry to cut you off. Kirk Cousins has won one playoff game in his 13, 14-year career. Now
exactly.
continue.
Exactly. Like he's not gonna win anything with the Falcons. Let's be 100%. I'm not trying to talk shit about the Falcons. Falcons are my second favorite team. I'm not like KB who just talks shit randomly. But I'm just being 100% honest. If you guys went with Justin Fields, he could grow with the team. Yes, he's not as well versed in the NFL yet, but that gives you guys it basically future proofs you guys. It makes sure you guys can last a long time. Whereas having Kirk Cousins, like I said, 2-3 years max, he's getting old, and then he's gonna retire, and you guys are gonna be in the same boat, looking for a new quarterback again in 2-3 years. Where like what she said, they might be trying to win games, but with Kirk, you gotta kind of see what he has won. Like you said, he hasn't won. He's only won one uh, playoff game, and that kind of doesn't. I mean, where like Justin Fields hasn't, but he's also younger. He has more potential to be good. Whereas Kirk Cousins, he's at the end of his career.
Damn it, barbecue. That was beautifully said. And let me respond to both of your points at the same time. Yes, Kirk Cousins gives us the best chance to win right now. It almost seems like a desperate move where it's like we've been losing for so long. Let's just get this guy so we can be competitive for once, which with him we will be. Um, well, I disagree with your point, KV. If we had gotten Justin Fields, we wouldn't have been rebuilding. The team is built. We would have been developing. We would have been developing the young Justin Fields, getting him acclimated to us in the NFL more. We would have been developing a young third season Drake London, a young fourth season Kyle Pitts, a young second season Bijan Robinson, a young third season Tyler Algier. We would have been developing these young 23, 24-year-olds. Kirk Cousins, the thing that I hate about this whole thing with how the money works is he signed a 4-year deal, but we're only tied to him for 2 years, really. After 2 years, it's kind of if he sucks, we can just let him go. If he wants to retire, he can retire. It's 4 years, but it's really a 2-year deal for what I've heard, which makes sense. Which to me, I don't like that because in 2 seasons, and the Falcons don't at least make an NFC championship game. What was the point in this whole Kirk Cousins thing where we could have got Justin Fields, who, let's say in 2 seasons, Justin Fields is 26 years old? And then we have a timeline now. We're not in a win now mode. We're being competitive while we have the opportunity to win and stuff. With Kirk Cousins, once he goes, like Barbecue was saying, in 2 seasons, we're back where we were. Now we gotta find another quarterback. And who's to say a Drake London, a Kyle Pitts, who's to say they want to sit around and be like, instead of waiting, not knowing who our quarterback is, I'm just going to dip and take a payday somewhere else. So now we're running into that situation. The only way this could somewhat work out is if we draft or develop a quarterback either this year or next year to sit behind Kirk Cousins. So when he does retire, then that guy can immediately step in. Now I'm hoping that's what they're doing. That's just common sense. I would love Justin Fields to be the backup. Like, I'm not giving up on that. Can he be our backup quarterback? Chicago. I mean, can that be a thing? If Justin Fields, I know he doesn't want to sit on the bench, but if he was going to sit on the bench anywhere, I'm pretty sure he would do it at home, knowing in 2 seasons I got a guaranteed spot. But like I said, that's just crazy Falcons fan thinking. Nevertheless, like I said, Kirk Cousins is a win now thing, but Justin Fields would have been better for our future because knowing for the next 10 seasons, we would have had a quarterback. But, yeah.
Let me rebuttal that. Okay, Justin Fields has been in the league for 2 years, right?
Nah, this upcoming season is going to be his 4th year. His 4th year.
Exactly. He's been in the league as long as Jordan Love has. Let's be honest. Yes, some of his plays is due to the Bears. But the other side to that is his play alone. I feel like Justin Fields sets the Falcons backwards. I feel like Kirk Cousins moves you guys forward. Let me say this.
Temporarily.
Kirk Cousins gives you a shot at making the playoffs. Justin Fields gives you a shot at making the playoffs in the next 4 years. You guys haven't been there in 7 to 8 years. I'm quite sure your team wants to make a playoff berth sooner than 4 years. So Kirk Cousins, it's not a guarantee, but he gives you a chance at a playoff berth now instead of 4 years later. Justin Fields, amazing quarterback, but he is a good fit for the Falcons. He is a dual threat quarterback, something you guys haven't had since Michael Vick. And that worked. If you look back, that worked. No offense, but these
Don't say what you're about to say. The statue pocket passer is out.
Yeah. The pocket, the little pocket passers are not what the Falcons need. Michael Vick showed you guys before he did what he did that a dual threat quarterback is what the doctor prescribed for the Falcons. But if you wanted any quarterback, Kirk Cousins was the guy. I feel like Kirk Cousins gives you a better chance at getting into the playoffs than Justin Fields does. You still got to develop him. And you shouldn't have to really develop him that much since he's been in the league for 4 years. I mean, I'm sorry, but Kirk Cousins was the better option to go with. Because the Falcons are in a mode where it's must win now, not later.
Well, I get what you're saying because
a huge project. Come on,
that-
explain
that-
it now.
we were just saying
So
that
I was wrong.
Kirk Cousins gives us
It's a
best
story.
chance now.
It played on me, so please excuse me.
Justin Fields, yeah, Kirk Cousins gives us the best chance to win now. But in those after those 2 seasons, now what? Where Justin Fields, it's not like we would have been winning games with Justin Fields. We would, but in 2-3 years from now we can be in consistent Super Bowl, contender competition conversation rather than just after Kirk Cousins is over. So,
I mean, you can always go back and get Justin Fields.
you can't always go back because wherever that's another him and us two
You know what? I don't have to. It's delayed.
Jordan Love set behind Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields set behind Nick Foles for 2 games, and then he set
Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, thank you.
Nick Foles somehow won the Super Bowl.
Against Tom the GOAT Brady. He beat Tom Brady.
That's great for him. One game doesn't make your whole career. Nick Foles is not great. That's why he's out the league. So, but yeah, one dude set behind Nick Foles, one dude set behind Rodgers.
Sure.
Better organization, like it's 2 completely different things.
Yeah, I was like, it's a different.
For seasons, one dude set for 4 games. But
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the Falcons and Captain Kirk. We can skip over the Packers. We really flopped this free agent season. We can skip right over the Packers.
you guys, I feel like you guys did releasing Aaron Jones didn't make it as exciting. But wait, you guys signed Xavier McKinney, whatever. He's I think the big move or loss for y'all picking Josh Jacobs but losing Aaron Jones. I thought Aaron Jones would have been. I thought Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones. I thought y'all going to pair them together as a duo. That would have been like one of the best duos in the league. But releasing Aaron Jones, that is a loss. Play differently. I mean, the talent level is about the same between him and Josh Jacobs. So I don't think you'll be missing too much there. You're going to be throwing the ball a lot anyway with Jordan Love at quarterback.
I just feel like Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs would have been a good duo threat.
It would be
Why
crazy.
did we move on from him? We didn't need to move on for our running backs. AJ Dillon, I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy because I hate AJ Dillon. He's a fat, overweight running back. I'm glad we moved on for him, but Aaron Jones is a mistake. That's all I have to say about the Packers.
One trade I was surprised didn't get more attention. Patriots trading Mac Jones for a late round pick.
I mean, he's been irrelevant for his whole career, so I'm not surprised at that.
I mean, what are the Jaguars gonna do with him though?
Nothing.
He's going to be one of the best backups in the league.
Hey, that's
Oh, Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph. Thank you very much.
What? One I didn't call him the best. He'll be one of the best.
Speaking of Mason Rudolph, he has. Who did he go to? He went to the Titans. Titans signed Mason Rudolph. $33.62 million.
That's a great contract, considering he's been a backup quarterback for most of his career.
Yeah, I'm honestly, you guys might think that I might be mad about this. I'm actually really happy for him. I'm gonna be honest. What we did to him wasn't right. He should not have been third string. He should have been second string. No way he's better than, or no way he's worse than Trubisky. Trubisky should have been third string. Trubisky should have been fifth string. Like,
Oh my God, I thought they were warm in Texas. Oh,
no, you know what? Trubisky should have been on a practice squad.
Oh, wow.
Might as well not even show up. Just be with the fans. Just be like, hello. Just be a fan guy. Be an usher. Like that. You do a better job doing that than throwing the football.
bring chicken. I get like a sample chicken, pulled chicken,
Where
pulled
do
was-
chicken. It's some plasticware.
Well, I was-
I got baked beans,
Mason,
salad,
I
and you
was
got the salad, which is good. And I
Mason.
hope I got some Brunswicks too. I don't know if, yeah.
The-
And then for dessert, I got a peach cobbler.
He's gonna.
Oh, bro. You
They
eat
got.
that?
They drafted last year. I think they're gonna give him a chance to start.
I don't like the consistency of okra. Like I just never. No matter how, a lot of people like that.
So that's gonna be interesting quarterback situation Tennessee to look out for. Then with, I think for the Patriots, we gotta look. Shame on the Patriots because that they not the that's one of the worst mishandlings of a young quarterback in NFL history. He made the Pro Bowl his rookie year. He was solid. In his second, you give him the special teams coordinator calling offensive plays for him, and then his third season, eliminate weapons. And he didn't play well. I'm not defending his play, but you gotta look at what you threw him out to. So maybe Jack, that's a nice little reset for him, and he may get another chance. You know, and knowing the Falcons, that may be our quarterback after Kirk Cousins. We're gonna trade Jones. But yeah,
yeah, another thing. So a couple weeks back, we released Mitch Trubisky for obvious reasons. I was just ecstatic about that.
We'll get everything done once we
But I found out a couple of days ago
we'll just help each other get it done.
the Bills signed him.
I need you to
For whatever reason, he's back with the Bills. I don't know
Okay, yeah.
why. I don't know what they see in him. Maybe a good usher, overpaid usher. Who knows? But yeah, whatever they see in him, obviously they need to get their eyes checked.
What y'all doing? Did you?
Well, I did legs. He kind of did his own thing.
Oh, but that wasn't amazing.
Bills have Mitchell Trubisky.
What? You for trying?
Once I showed him how to do this stuff, he said, "I got it." I said, "Okay."
What else happened? I'm trying to look for
His support.
Oh,
big, more big Colts. The Colts signed the Browns. Probably the Browns' worst quarterback, Joe Flacco.
perfect way to describe him.
now then.
I
Oh.
mean, this is a huge win for me. I hate the Browns. I don't know what Joe Flacco has left in him. He's what, 50?
Maybe 50.
Cameron, let other people get.
Yeah, I
Don't
mean,
you? Why
I don't know what they see in him.
would they get Thorn Cameron? Me and Amir split one,
Like
I,
he's not good.
and
yeah,
then we'll.
I don't care if you're like, oh, he took the Browns to the playoff. No, no, he
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, yeah.
Season.
He's obviously not there to play any games. Hopefully, if Joe Flacco takes snaps as the Colts quarterback, something. Um, they got their young quarterback Anthony Richardson ready to take. Joe Flacco perfect for the mentor role. Anthony Richardson. This is essentially his rookie year because he missed pretty much
Right.
all the young veteran guy who plenty of times
Here.
is given basically a extra coach on the sideline and teammate for him. Um, so yeah, and then I guess he did show last year. If worst comes to worst, like he could somehow win the game. you know, but yeah,
Uh, Next, Cardinals signed Phil's favorite quarterback,
yes,
Desmond Ritter. Probably
yes.
for backup position, let's be honest.
What you want some
But
salad?
it is also the Cardinals. They need all the help they can get. So
We fleeced them. First, let me speak on Desmond Ritter. Like I said, I'm unbiased. Um, and I keep it real. I don't believe Desmond Ritter is as bad
I'm gonna be honest. Don't give
as
me
he
very much.
showed last. Um, I don't think he's a good quarterback though. I didn't think he was good coming out of college. I think at his best he could be a solid backup quarterback because he showed flashes last of solid backup quarterback.
That's
Um,
the one that got rid of, right?
nothing but second best for him, best for my team. But we got Rondell Moore in return, which I'm not. He's not this big time player, but he's like a Percy Harvin, Debo Samuel, Curtis. Like not calling him those guys, but he has that same play style as he can get handoffs, he can catch the ball, bubble screens. He's a contributor of the offense, and we traded Desmond Ritter, who shouldn't even be in the league probably, for a solid contributor. So I think that's great. I know I saw one of the comments when he got traded. It was like, man, this really sucks for the Falcons. He's going to be a XFL superstar in 2026. I was like, dang. But I mean, that's probably, I don't know. I hope Ritter.
Wonder what last year do y'all spend? What's his name? Bar.
yeah. So I mean, best of luck to him, but I doubt he'll be a starter.
Oh no, no.
You don't want pulled pork or chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pork, that's chicken.
I think that's it for free agency. All the big names.
Did you get some more cups? Plastic cups? No.
No, I mean, still too early to do our predictions.
We gotta let the draft. I think after the draft, it'll probably be
When
to
y'all
do.
get
I was
Yeah.
thinking after preseason,
Okay, yeah.
because that's when we get to see our teams really play.
get
I was thinking like that week after preseason, like
Okay,
between preseason and the actual season.
okay. I like that.
So then we can see how our teams play, how our different quarterbacks, how our different players play, and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's it for free agency. We are taking our break.
Yeah, feel free to take some with you.
In June. We'll have like a week or so break, maybe a few week break. Just get things fresh. What else? Sports. You guys want to talk basketball? March Madness is coming up like next
Yeah, we
week.
can talk basketball. Um, I will say for the NBA, there really hasn't been much of anything going on. Of course, the season, but but um I will say this: everybody's talking about who's going to be the next face of the league after LeBron, and I will say I don't know. Hopefully, there isn't a face, and we can just play some competitive basketball. That's all I want
That's
from the NBA.
That's a good point.
I'm excited for March Madness. I love when smaller schools beat up on bigger schools. I always enjoy to watch. But yeah, that's all I have to say as far as basketball goes.
yeah. March Madness is something I've never really been into. But it's always cool to see those moments. What I have been starting to actually get into though, and find it more entertaining, it's actually the women's basketball March Madness. That, that's really exciting. I don't know because I know more women players than I do male college basketball players, but they play. I think me and my uncle were talking about that one day. They play hard out there. I love the women's March Madness. Um, really, it's not NBA, but it's basketball related. How do you feel about Bronny James? How do you feel about him coming out as a prospect?
He's a bust. A complete bust. A waste of talent. G League at best.
Yeah, I think with him, you can be. It's levels to everything, and you can be a good basketball player. There's plenty of good basketball players in the world. That doesn't mean you're an NBA basketball player, and that's same with any sport, anything. You could be a good swimmer. That doesn't mean you're an Olympic swimmer. You're just a good swimmer. It's levels to everything, and that's Bronny James. He's a solid basketball player. He's a player in college, and that's probably what he'll be. But he's not an NBA basketball player. And the reason why he's getting all the hype is obviously he's LeBron James, who you could. I don't want to have a debate on it, but he's an unarguably top three player. Um, so when that's bad,
Right.
that's going to be a lot. I also think LeBron didn't help when LeBron is tweeting out stuff saying, I'm watching the NBA games. My son, Bronny, he could easily play, or he's better to have these guys right now. And you look at him, see what he's doing in college. He's really not. It's nothing special at all. Now it's also important to remember he did suffer cardiac arrest before the season started. So the fact that he's playing back is an accomplishment on his own. So I do want to say that. But he needs to stay at least another year, maybe even So staying in college and basketball really kind of like shamed upon us. Most people come out after
Wow.
they
That's what they did. That's what they did it. That was the whole thing. Even if people
when
just
Yeah. She's the coach for South Carolina City Girls.
My cousin said
mm-hmm.
that she believed he shouldn't even been playing this year after he had that cardiac arrest thing.
probably, yeah, I agree with that. Just that him, they're like LeBron and him, they're so focused on trying to play together in the NBA. That's really all they're focused on. He's gonna come out this year, and he shouldn't even come out. But
He's only scoring 5 points a game. He's not NBA ready.
yeah, he's not. He's not.
He peaked in high school. That's all I can say.
He wasn't even that good in high school to me though. That was my thing. He wasn't. He was average.
Okay, when
He put up more than 5 points in high school. I will say that.
Yeah, but I don't know by heart. But honestly, I think he put up 10, 12 points a game. 30, like he wasn't crazy in high school. I mean, either.
And the
I know.
thing is,
you don't see you out there
and the thing is, he's supposed to be a better shooter than LeBron.
at Southern Road.
So
He is.
Let me get his phone back.
No, I said he's a good shooter. He's a good defender.
Yeah.
All the
It's a
playmakers.
they doing this month.
Yeah. Hopefully, this was supposed to be here to get into college. Mikey Williams messed that up for me. He wanted to be dumb. But hopefully next year, though.
I mean, Mikey Williams, after the whole debacle about him trying to shoot at his friends and stuff, he just really trying to get his career back on track.
Yeah,
I
that's.
think I think he's better than Bronny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think Mikey Williams would have been the first pick in this year's draft. All honesty, if he would have played, I think he was going to go to Memphis. I think he would have. Maybe not the first. Maybe not go. He would have been lottery draft pick.
Mix mine.
Yeah, but you know he wanted to play John Moran and play gangster and shoot at his friends, so that kind of screwed him up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
I think
That's all I got for basketball.
Yeah, same here.
Ronnie James is dealing with the same issues that Tom Brady's kids are gonna face.
Yeah.
They're the son of he's the son of a superstar in a certain sport, so everyone's gonna expect the same from him.
That is. I'm just. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I always said if I was in that situation, it sucks because you fell in love with that sport, then you want to play it. But I wouldn't even like Tom Brady was my dad. I wouldn't even think about playing football. I would be a I'll be a tennis player or basketball or something. I'm not touching a football. If I'm LeBron's son, I'm not touching a football.
I was mentioning the chocolate, and I need them to very, you know, that you can be all right. I'm sure you are.
So that sucks.
But they'll always be back.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Hockey. So we got some. Before we get into hockey, let's get into some news of hockey.
Let's talk about it.
Tonight, during the Penguins game, there was gonna be a bobblehead.
It's that blue toy. She do not need.
I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even gonna try. But apparently all the bobbleheads were stolen on their way to Pittsburgh. Somehow, but yeah, so they said they came out with a statement and said, if you are coming tonight's game, we apologize. The bobbleheads were stolen, but you will get basically a receipt type thing to claim it added later.
And I don't want you swallowing that.
So
That's what skate with that many bumps.
Do you like your food?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. And then they came out with a video. It's like this. It seemed like it was on purpose. The video. I'll send it to you guys so you can see it. It's on the Penguins Twitter. It's like the player, because he's not retired, but he's older. He's in a different league. I guess that league is off for the season or something.
I have no idea.
But the video just seemed weird. It seemed like a marketing scheme or something.
I'm just somebody walking out with or running out with the bobblehead.
Yeah, 18,000 of them.
Yeah, wow. That's
This was an inside job. Like, I'm sorry, it was.
Yeah, I'm sending you guys the link to the video. Like, it seems
Where
like a marketing scheme, but that seems weird for a sports team.
Where was the security at?
Like, because sports teams don't really need marketing.
I mean, your product. They're not. They don't know.
Okay, so it's like they're making fun of the fact that they got stolen.
Yeah,
Okay. They're
basically.
trying to make fun of. Yeah, okay. That definitely like a marketing, especially with them reposting everything like that. Yeah, that's definitely a at least to me, because yeah, it makes more sense than what you said. 18,000 bobbleheads being missing. That makes more sense. The marketing scheme.
Yeah, that's a marketing scheme. I mean, there's no way you can say that's not, because that's a lot of bobbleheads to go missing. A lot. Now, if they would have said like 100, okay, I could see that, but that amount, it's a marketing scheme.
And it doesn't make sense. Like, what could they be marketing?
It has you talking. It has us talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Penguins.
Oh,
I mean, I'll say this. I'll say this. Maybe
Pirates.
maybe it's a subliminal message that they're gonna steal the Stanley Cup and somehow seemingly win the Stanley Cup. Maybe it's that.
Okay, this isn't National Treasure. Like, steal the Stanley Cup. Like,
No, as far as winning it, like it's gonna be a steal.
let's be honest, we're not winning anything this year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying that's
We're
the only
coming
thing
off
I
of a
can think of.
losing streak. Like,
That's the only thing I could say.
maybe it's a Pittsburgh Penguins Plus. Watch all the Pittsburgh Penguins games. $3.99 a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems really
Or,
weird.
you know, I told
But so let's get into the games.
you
They're
eat.
playing right now against the Sharks.
Yeah, you
When did we do the show last week? Tuesday?
Yeah.
today is Friday. We're we didn't buy some.
Alright, fifth we won against the Blue Jackets 5-3. Next will be the 7th, March 7th. We lost to the Capitals 6-0. Then we lost again to the Bruins 5-1. Lost again to the Oilers 4-0. Lost again this past Tuesday, to the Senators 2-1 in overtime, and right now we are losing to the Sharks 2-1, but it's end of first quarter or first period.
Also, the Rangers, the best team out there.
You're only rooting for them because they're the best team out there right now.
Exactly.
Alright, so
You just bandwagon teams.
basically. Alright, so March 9th, they won 4-0 against the Blues. March 11th, 3-1 against the Devils. March 12th, 1-0 against the Hurricanes, and right now they're winning 2-0 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And actually, Saturday, 3 p.m., go against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right. We should all tune in.
3 p.m.
Watch party.
Live watch party. Yeah, CDC podcast live. I actually would want to do that, but I don't know what I'm doing at 3 p.m.
Yeah. Saturdays, it's one of those days I don't figure out what's going on until like 11 o'clock. I was like, we doing this, we're doing nothing. So,
Yeah, exactly. Like I know what I'm doing, I just don't know when I'm doing it. Like I know
right.
I'm streaming Saturday. I know I have to do a couple of things. I need to build a spice rack, clean up my office, clean up the house, and stuff like that. I just don't know when I'm doing it.
Right.
Like, cause my mom sometimes she'll be like, "Hey, you want to go out to breakfast?" I'm like, "Sure." And then that pushes back all my other stuff. So,
Here.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty much it for sports.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about doing golf? Adding golf?
I don't even watch golf, but I'll watch it. Just like
Yeah.
I never watched hockey before you said something about it. I'll watch it.
I don't watch golf, and I'm not even gonna say that I would watch it, but I would tune into. I would keep up with it though, and I wouldn't mind talking it because I love sport.
There's something that popped
Only
in my
golf,
head.
but
I love playing golf. Watching it is a hit or miss.
Yeah, that's you. I'm cleaning.
But tomorrow,
Look at each copy.
tune into the fun show. We got
I'm actually like, yeah,
stacked,
that's it's that.
stacked episode tomorrow also. Got because the Oscars just happened, so if you're gonna talk a little bit about the Oscars, a couple Spider-Man things came out. I also added a topic about the new Star Wars or the re-release of the Star Wars Battlefront 2000s games. Uh,
okay.
so
And
yeah,
then how about another topic? Also, the possible ban of TikTok.
oh yeah. Well, no, yeah, yeah. We have more.
Amir, I just said it was still playing. Don't work.
Because I know they already decided it, but we can talk about it
Yeah.
tomorrow. All right, I feel like that's it.
All right. Well, see.
See you.